Ad filmmaker and theatre personality Alyque Padamsee passed away in Mumbai this morning. A 90-year-old Padamsee was suffering from poor health for some time, regarded as the father of modern Indian advertising. He founded Lintas, one of the top advertising agencies of the country. He made his stage debut at the age of 7 in a Shakespearean play, The Merchant of Venice, which had been directed by his brother, Bobby Padamsee. In the world of theatre, Padamsee was known for his productions such as Evita, Jesus Christ Superstar and Tughlaq. I'm joined by my colleague Santhya Gora on the phone line. Santhya, do we have any details from Mr. Padamsee's family?
The unfortunate incident took place today early morning. He was admitted in Mumbai's Reliance Harkishan Hospital on 14th of November. As of now, the family is not speaking on that front. The details are yet to come out. His team has officially informed about the unfortunate incident which took place. And as of now, the industry also, as we can see that how all the celebrities from the industry, they are also expressing their grief and shock on social media.
That's right, Santhya. It is, of course, very unfortunate. And as you were saying, that his family is still to respond. But what we can, of course, say is that Mr. Padamsee had, in fact, been suffering from poor health for quite some time. I'm joined by Prahlad Kakkar on the phone line. Mr. Kakkar, if you could tell us, you have, of course, had the opportunity also to work with Mr. Padamsee. Share us a few anecdotes, if you have, of your meetings with him or any experience of working with him.
Quite closely with Alyque, because we used to do a lot of work for Lintas at that time. And the anecdotes are millions, but you know, what was most important about Alyque was that he was an absolute, taskmaster when it came to the details of advertising. I mean, he is responsible for so many great campaigns which changed the entire destiny of brands in this country. And he created the character of Lalita Ji, she became like a female role model for such a long time before she became obsolete. But, you know, the things like that, which Alyque was so instrumental in, which is far more than what, you know, the stature that people gave him, that he was such a great advertising guy. But why was he such a great advertising guy? His attention to detail, his absolute fanaticism about deliveries and due diligence on brands, and his insight into human nature, especially the Indian consumer, was absolutely remarkable. And, you know, you could have said that in one or two cases he might have fluked something, but he was far too consistent in his success stories and the kind of campaigns that he produced for them to be flukes. So obviously he had a gut instinct which he used with great effect, especially for brands, for people like Levers.
Mr. Kakkar, of course, as you said, that you had known Mr. Padamsee very closely because of your experience of working with him and otherwise also as a friend and colleague. If you could share with us any details that maybe our general audience would not be aware of, any incidents which throw light into Mr. Padamsee and what you would like viewers to remember him by.
You know that in Lintas, when he was head of Lintas, he was popularly referred to as God. So when God has spoken, nobody else can actually argue or dispense with that. So I remember once there was a gentleman called Baggu Ochani who used to be the administrative head for Lintas. And Alyque turned around and gave some kind of an order to be done, and it was practically impossible. And Baggu turned around and said, "Oh God, how can we do this?" So Alyque was passing by from the back and said, "Because I say so." So, I mean, he also understood that people called him God, were a little scared of him. So, he took his playing God as far as advertising inside Lintas is concerned very, very seriously. And so did everybody else. So, Alyque is now gone to meet his God. And let's see if he's going to argue with him.
Mr. Prahlad Kakkar, thank you for joining us and sharing those experiences. So, of course, there we have this information that ad filmmaker and theatre personality Alyque Padamsee has passed away in Mumbai this morning. 90-year-old Padamsee was suffering from poor health for quite some time. He was regarded as the father of modern Indian advertising. He founded Lintus, one of the top advertising agencies of the country.